Hello, friend. It's Amy. Hi, friend. Squeaky chair and all. Squeak, squeak. I'm here to bring another Flosstube extra. It's been a while. I think the last one I recorded was in the beginning or early February. And so I have some time. It's quiet in the house. The guys are outside. And I thought I would record, hopefully two, but definitely this one. And just flip through these things with you. I've enjoyed looking through them. I will enjoy stitching them. I'm very excited. If you are new, welcome. Hi, this is a Flosstube Extra series that I'm doing randomly. I was hoping to do it, record and publish twice a month, but it's not happened in a month. So I have time now. Everything's just been full and good, and that's just lovely. So, but I have time now to go through this one and share this with you. If you have this and want to stitch something in here, let me know. I would love to stitch it with you. I have several that I'd like to stitch, and I that's just one of the motivations. I flip through these. I have quite a few vintage cross stitch magazines. They're not vintage to me. This is just what I grew up with, and they're so fun. I mean, I'll show you the advertisements too. It's just it's neat. This particular one is just cross stitch from October 1990. Oh, don't want to get that caught. And this is the cover. I will be stitching that. That is a wedding sampler, I believe, a wedding, yeah, to have and to hold. I'll probably put a verse there, a scripture verse there, but I love it. Love, love, love it. What am I going to do with it? Nothing, because as you can see, it won't go with that at all, but I want to do it. It's beautiful. It was designed by Kathy Livingston. The dimensions are 330 high by 201 wide. Even just that and this, and have it in maybe like a bell pull. Lovely, lovely. Or, you know, any of this. And really the light really just isn't the best. It's cloudy outside, and I have more light in here than I have in my son's room, which is where I usually film because he is away for the school year. So if I wish you could see it, but it's cloudy out. Anyway, it's beautiful. Oh, so pretty. So pretty. Anyway, Kathy Livingston. There are quite a few, let's see, quite a few projects in here. Quite a few. So this is one of the advertisements. This is what and I don't remember stitching any of these. Well, that one looks familiar. But this is what was available. Some of the things that were available. This looks familiar. That's what I was thinking of. Little bitty pumpkins. So, and on the back cover is a sampling of just about everything that's in this issue. So we'll flip through now. All right, here's another. I've seen this advertisement before. Pretty. The horses, the carousel horses, and this sampler. So nice. Oh. Okay, we'll get to a project again here soon. Look at that. Look at those. Oh, the squirrel and the bluebird. Is that a bluebird or a robin? That's a bluebird. That one is, you can hear the click-clack of Ginger's feet. It doesn't say who designed it, but it's called A Change of Seasons. All right, moving on. All right. First, well, the second, since we did the cover, the second one is called Whitefish Bay, and it is Excuse you. It is by Mill Road Gallery. Isn't that pretty? 213 high by 174 wide. I would stitch that. This one is called Faithful Friends, and it's by Teresa Witzler. I don't know if you can see that. There we go. 66 high by 62 wide, and I did not write down if there were blends. Now, usually she has blends, but let's see. Where chart is on page 75. I'm going to just take a peek real quick. Faithful Friends has quite a few, DMC, and there are 2 blends, just 2 blends, so that's not bad. 60, did I say that? 66 high by 62 wide. Little girl and her cat. Pretty. So, pretty. Okay, next one is Back to School Days. I don't know if you can hear it. Here we go. I hear it. I don't know if you can hear it. I don't know if you can see it. I'm listening to Ginger go back and forth. And my son just walked in front of the window, so I'm hoping she doesn't bark. Anyway, these are little banners. The Hall Passes. It's called Miss Martin's Hall Pass, designed by Virginia Soskin. I don't think she cares. All right, that's good. All right, there's Miss Martin's room. They all say Miss Martin's room, which I'm assuming you can change it does give you the alphabet. Change the name of the teacher, but then you have office and laboratory, library, nurse down here. And up top there's same things. And then you have the hall pass. We had hall passes growing up. I don't know if they do that anymore. This top banner is 51 high by 75 stitches wide, and each of these are 36 high by 125 wide. I hope she lays down soon. Click, clack, click, clack. Next, this is the Coffee Break series. It's on a bread cloth, and it's designed by Kathy Livingston. Pretty fall. Man, I'll try to get my face out of the way. Can you see that? It's 44 stitches square because it's on the diagonal. That would be a cute strawberry, or not. I mean, that's pretty just like it is. But and then you have these little apples. This tiny little apple there. For me, that was a few minutes. For you, it's mere seconds. Here's the next one. This is a series. It's called The Button Vendor. And let's see. Yes, this is a series. I looked at my notes again. It's not the whole thing. It is this section right here. Here's a close-up. Very intricate. It's done 1/1 in some spaces. All this is 1/1. The lady is 1/1. The interior of the windows are 1/1. But the buildings themselves are over 2. So really, really cool. This is designed by Linda Jerry. The entire building is 111 high by 320 wide. And the little button cart right here and the ladies are 40 high by 70 wide. This is the last segment of this. And I believe I have one other magazine in this that does this series, but this is the entire thing. It's called this one's The Button Vendor. But there's a quilt shop and a weaver's workshop, and I don't know what that says. Let's see. Smockery? That's what it looks like. Anyway, it's 4-part series. maybe 2, 3, 4, I believe. Or maybe it starts here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Anyway, that's the entire thing. It is really cute. Really cute. But in this edition, this episode, yes, this edition of the magazine, you get this section of the chart, which is lovely to stitch by itself. That's fine. Stockings available. None of these are charts in the book, but this is what is available there. Little Santas. A lot of charts here shortly, or not shortly, a lot of charts here. In between, we'll get to another one shortly. Here we are. Now this one's called Band of Many Colors, and it gives you several motifs for a band sampler. Talks about band samplers, different types of stitches, how to use them, and what to do. But this is the sampling that you get this time. So this part by itself is 77 wide by 81 high. And this is part of a series. The entire, oh look, there's a little spider. I will not be stitching a spider, but that's really cool. The entire piece is 77 stitches wide. And then the length of the height of the band sampler is 352 high. And it's also in the issues around this one, designed by Eileen Bennett. I've seen that deer somewhere. I've seen it around, and this looks familiar too. I mean, the crowns. I bet you some of these are in several samplers that you already know, already stitch. Did you see my face down at the bottom? I was making sure it was in the picture. But this was in the picture. Let's see. Okay. This is a really big one. This is a collection from Linda Jerry, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4. This is called To the Hunt. It's a gallery collection. This is called To the Hunt. It is 126 high by 54 wide. It has a complementary piece, and it's a dark picture. Even now, it's hard to see. But let's see if I can get a good. Nope. I'll just bring it in as close as I can. This is called Gentleman's Gathering, and it's 164 stitches square. And then and it's finished on a wooden, let's see what, a wooden bench. It's just a dark picture, but it's really, really pretty. And then there's Heraldry Hall. Now, the one in the circle, yep. Okay, so this one in the oval frame is taken out of the previous picture that I just showed you, the darker one. They took out a lot of the greenery and just did that selection of horses and dogs. This one is Heraldry Hill. I don't know if you can see that. That's better. Heraldry. I don't know how to say that. 91 stitches high by 73 stitches wide. Gentleman's Gathering. That's what this is. This is part of the Gentleman's Gathering. And then the last one is a set of 2, and it's horses jumping. It's called the Competition. Both of those are part of the competition. They are 63 high by 90 wide. I don't know if you can see both of those. There we go. So all in the same kind of, I don't know, that's dressage, I think. That's what that is. Or maybe not. Maybe that's, I don't know. Maybe it's not dressage. But they all kind of go into the same sort of collection. Very neat. This next one, let's see, I think I have, yes, there are 3 in this series from also Linda Jerry, and it's Jary is the last name. It's called Fashion from the Past. So you have Fair Lady Fashion, 113 high by 87 wide. And then, maybe if I can get, here's it's like a spread. This next one's called Priscilla, 113 high by 86 wide. And then High Style, which is 113 high by 86 wide. So you get the three of them. That. Different genres of style. I mean, this is when you had the floofy rear with the, is it a petticoat that went underneath that made it fluffy? And then this is more of in between that one, and then the High Style looks more, I don't know. It looks closer to the 60s because they didn't wear that short of a skirt in the 30s, but it kind of looks 30s-ish. Don't focus on my face. Look at the pattern. Camera. Very neat. And it doesn't have a year. Oh, well, that one says 1893. The Priscilla one says 1893 in New York, which, can you see that? This one's not 1893, but I guess that one might be. And this other one doesn't have a year either. All right, next, Abundant Harvest. There are several series in here. Abundant Harvest, designed by Kathy Livingston. And this is two charts, but you can mix and match. So you have this eggplant vegetable surround and the fruit surround, and then interchangeable middles on both of them, if that makes any sense. Very, very neat. And you can take just the eggplant out, or just the middle section, or the watermelon here, the fruit, or the pumpkin right here. My niece and I have or we used to, we haven't talked about it a lot lately, but we were talking one year about how, we were talking about the Christmas pickle, and there's not a Christmas eggplant, but there should be. And I haven't seen one, but anyway, that's just a funny, I may stitch that for her and give her a Christmas eggplant. I don't know if she'll remember that, but this is another picture of the front pattern. I'll just keep going with my ramblings. Charts. Oh yes, I wanted to show you this mandala that is embroidery. It's from Sue Lentz Needlework out of Athelstan, Wisconsin. Isn't that pretty? Pretty. You can get, to receive our 36-page discount catalog filled with more than 300 fabrics, many fibers, fabric samples, accessories, Learn a Stitch program, and many of Sue's original teaching designs for count stitching and embroidery, send $2 for the catalog and also receive free grafts plus a $1 coupon. Can we go back and have those prices and send off for things? Because we don't get that stuff in the mail anymore. It's all online, which is easier. But it's just, that was fun. And I've talked with you before about Eva Rosenstadt, her advertisements, the designs that she has. Last time I posted, I think it was in a just cross stitch. Last time I posted a just cross stitch flip through. There was an Eva Rosenstadt stand, and I show them every time because I think they're beautiful. Look at that bird. Look at that bird. And I found some on eBay, but I never did get back to it. I mean, all of those birds, really. Really in for truth. Really in for truth. Look at those. So pretty. All right. I think there's one more. No, that was it. The rest are advertisements, which are fun to look at too, which I've already told you about. Animals and houses. Decorative hangers. I wouldn't hang anything on these hangers at all. But a hanger goes in the closet, so would anybody see the beautiful hangers? But the sachets and stuff, so pretty. Here's some more. I just put lotion on. My hands are shiny. Some more stockings. And what else do we have here? Yep, charts. Charts and charts. And luggage tags, although that would be a cute phone case. Has anybody stitched anything to put on the back of their phone case? Have you done that? I think that would be neat. I know that you can. I've seen it before, but that would be neat. I'd have to do that. Let's see. Charles Craft, the different options for fabric. Scarves, blankets, tablecloths, general fabric. Pretty. Anyway, that is the end. This is the back cover I showed you. If you would like to stitch any of these with me, or I with you, I would love to do that. I have several. The ones I picked, I want to do the watermelon / pumpkin. I would do, where is the other one? Oh, the house. Yes, the button vendor. I would do that one. It would take me quite a while. I would start along with you. I would be glad to start along with you. And then the front cover, of course. Yes. So that is this one. It is October 1990 of Just Cross Stitch. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed it thoroughly. Love looking through these. Thank you for joining me. I will see you soon.